A billionaire's daughter hadn't spoken a single word in 2 years, until a poor mechanic did something no doctor, no specialist, and no amount of money ever could. What he awakened in her changed all three of their lives forever. Let's get started. Jake Miller, a 33-year-old struggling mechanic in rural Arizona, lived a quiet life fixing dusty pickup trucks in his small rented garage. Every day felt the same, until a black Cadillac Escalade pulled in, shining like money, power, and problems. Behind the wheel sat Eleanor Hayes, a billionaire businesswoman. She stepped out with elegance, but her eyes held exhaustion. Her 10-year-old daughter, Lily, sat in the back seat, silent, hands gripping a worn stuffed rabbit. Jake greeted them politely. Eleanor hesitated before speaking. "My car's making a strange noise, and I was told you're the best in town." Jake nodded and began inspecting the SUV. While he worked, Lily wandered around the garage, touching tools, studying engines with curious eyes. She didn't say a word, but Jake noticed she understood everything. He gently showed her how a wrench fit onto a bolt. She watched, fascinated. Eleanor quickly stepped in, tense. "Lily, sweetheart, stay close." But Lily didn't move. Her focus stayed on the open hood. Jake smiled softly. "She's smart, really smart." Eleanor sighed. "She hasn't spoken a word in 2 years. Trauma." Jake didn't pry, only nodded respectfully, continuing his work on the Escalade. The issue turned out to be a failing alternator. Jake explained the problem, his tone calm and patient. Eleanor listened closely, surprised by how kindly he spoke. Most people stuttered in front of her wealth. His honesty and humility were refreshing. Lily stayed by his side, quietly observing every movement he made. When Jake finished the repair, the Escalade started perfectly. Lily clapped silently, a small smile forming. Eleanor was stunned. She hadn't seen her daughter smile in months. "You're good with her," she whispered. Jake shrugged. "Kids understand kindness faster than words." Eleanor's expression tightened. She wished she had learned that sooner. As Eleanor prepared to leave, the car suddenly sputtered and shut off again. Jake frowned, confused. He checked the battery. Fine. Wires. Fine. Then Lily tugged Jake's sleeve, pointed at the lower fuse panel, and shook her head. Jake checked it, shocked. A melted fuse. She had spotted it instantly. Her eyes glowed when he confirmed she was right. Eleanor stared, overwhelmed. How did she... Jake knelt beside Lily. "You've got a mechanic's brain." Lily grinned wide, a rare, precious sight. This time, Eleanor's eyes filled with tears. "She hasn't connected with anyone since the accident," she murmured. "I don't know what you did." Jake said nothing, just offered Lily a fist bump. For the first time, Lily accepted it. Eleanor visited the garage the next day, then the next, claiming her car made another sound. But Jake quickly realized she wasn't there for repairs. She wanted Lily to keep interacting with him. The girl began showing more curiosity, more smiles. Still silent, but lighter, freer, safer. One afternoon, Lily found an old broken motorcycle behind the garage. She pointed at it eagerly. Jake laughed. "You want to help me fix it?" Lily nodded intensely. Together they cleaned parts, tightened bolts, and reassembled pieces. Eleanor watched from the doorway, heart aching at the sight of her daughter coming alive again. While working, Jake accidentally dropped a wrench on his foot. "Ow, dang!" he shouted. Lily burst into laughter, a sound Eleanor hadn't heard in 2 long years. She covered her mouth, trembling. Tears flowed freely. Jake froze, stunned. Lily laughed again, then pointed at his foot apologetically. Later that week, Lily struggled to loosen a bolt on the motorcycle. She pressed with all her might, face turning red. Jake encouraged softly. "You can do it, kiddo." Lily pushed harder, too hard, and stumbled. Jake caught her before she fell. The moment felt like a spark inside her. The next morning, something extraordinary happened. Lily, frustrated with a stubborn screw, whispered a shaky, tiny word. "Help!" The room went silent. Eleanor dropped her phone in shock. Jake turned slowly, eyes wide. "Lily, you spoke." Lily looked scared, like she had done something wrong. Jake smiled warmly. "That was perfect." Eleanor ran forward, hugging her daughter tightly, sobbing uncontrollably. "You did it, baby, you did it." Lily hugged her back, but looked at Jake with gratitude deeper than any words she could form. Her tiny voice had broken through a barrier doctors said might last forever. In the following days, Lily started whispering small words: bolt, wrench, careful. Each one made Eleanor cry all over again. She realized something powerful. This poor mechanic, living humbly and quietly, had done more for her daughter than all the specialists she had hired across the country. One evening, Eleanor asked Jake to step outside. Her tone was serious but gentle. "Jake, I want to offer you something." He wiped his hands. "What's that?" She took a breath. "A full restoration garage, your own shop, full salary, benefits, everything you've ever wanted, but work with Lily too. She needs you." Jake was stunned. He looked at Lily, who held the same stuffed rabbit, but now smiled confidently. She whispered, "Please." His heart melted. This wasn't about money. It was about purpose. He nodded slowly. "Okay, kiddo, but we fix cars together? Deal?" Lily beamed. "Deal." And just like that, a billionaire, a mechanic, and a once-mute girl rebuilt something far more important than engines. They rebuilt each other.